students, in last video we have completed the chapter that is definite integration. We have solved different types of problem for the definite integration and the properties of definite integration. Now, how we have to use the definite integration problems, which are their applications, how to use this, all these things we are going to learn in this chapter, that is application of definite integration. So application of definite integration, the application is area under the curve. To find out the area under the curve, we use the definite integration. Suppose y equal to f of x is any curve. See students, suppose this is the curve y equal to f of x. Okay, and the curve is continuous in the interval a to b. Okay, now let us see, this is the curve and the curve in the interval from x equal to a to x equal to b, and this is the area under the curve. The shaded region is the area under the curve. Okay, and therefore the area shaded in this figure is bounded by the curve y equal to f of x with this x-axis and the line x equal to a, x equal to b. Okay, and the area is given by, that is area equal to integration y with respect to x, and limits of integration from x equal to a to x equal to b, because the curve is from the point x equal to a to the point x equal to b, and that's why we have to consider the limit of integrations from x equal to a to x equal to b, and therefore area under the curve in this case is given by integration f of x with respect to x, limits of integration from a to b. Okay, in this way. Now let us consider another case. Suppose here the curve is x equal to g of y, means the curve is along the y-axis. Okay, suppose here this is the area bounded by the curve x equal to g of y, then the y-axis, okay, the y-axis and the line y equal to d and the line y equal to c, and here the area is given by, see students, here x is function of y, and that's why we have to take the integration with respect to y, means integration of x with respect to y, because x is function of y. Okay, and limits of integration depends upon the y, because the line is from y equal to c to y equal to d. The line is from y equal to c to y equal to d, and therefore the area A, that is the shaded portion, that is the area under the curve x equal to g of y, is given by area equal to integration of x with respect to y, limits of integration from y equal to c to y equal to d. Okay, because the curve is along the y-axis and the curve is function of y, that's why we have to integrates with respect to y. Okay, and limits of integration from y equal to c to y equal to d. In this way we have to find out the area. Now suppose the two curves are given, then how to find out the area between the two curves? So area between the two curves is given by, see students, suppose this is one curve and this is another curve. Suppose the curve is y equal to f of x, the curve is y equal to g of x. Okay, the curve is y equal to f of x and the curve is y equal to g of x. Okay, and here the curve is from the point, this point, that is x equal to a to x equal to b. Okay, so here y equal to f of x and y equal to g of x are two curves. In this way we have drawn the curves. Okay, A is the area bounded by the between the two curves, this area between the two curves. Okay, suppose, see students, suppose y equal to f of x, then the area of y equal to f of x, area bounded by the curve is from here to here, and area of the curve bounded by y equal to g of x also from here to here, and the area between the two curve is given by this portion, that is upper curve minus lower curve, area of upper curve minus area bounded by the lower curve, and this is the shaded area A, and therefore the area A is given by, that is A1 minus A2, that is where A1 is area bounded by the upper curve, means from the here to here, from here to here, that is area bounded by the upper curve, and A2 means area bounded by the lower curve, and area A equal to mod of A1 minus A2, that is area is always positive, that's why we have taken into the mod sign. Okay, where A1 is area bounded by y equal to f of x, x axis, and x equal to a and x equal to b. A2 is the area bounded by the curve y equal to g of x, x equal to a and x equal to b. And the required area equal to mod of x, that is area bounded by the upper curve, means y equal to f of x with respect to x, because here y is function of x, y equal to f of x with respect to x, and limits of integration from a to b. Here minus integration of g of x with respect to x, limits of integration from a to b, and that is this area minus this area in the mod sign, because area is always positive. Okay, in this way we have to find out the area of the different curves if we have given. Now let us solve an example related to the area under the curve. Okay, and that is the application of definite integration. The problem is that find the area bounded the curve y equal to x square and the y axis, the x axis, and x equal to 3. Okay students, see here, suppose this is the curve x square equal to y, means y equal to x square, and this is the type of parabola, that is x square equal to 4by. This is the parabola along the y axis. Okay, and now this is the curve, the y axis, this is y axis, this is x axis, and the line x equal to 3. Okay students, so here from x equal to 3. So here suppose this is 0 origin, x equal to 3. Now on the x axis and x equal to 3 means this line, see here on x axis x equal to 3. Okay, and we have to find out this area. Okay, we have to find out the area. So here the curve is y equal to x square, y equal to x square, means here y is function of x, and we have to find out the required area, means this area. The required area is given by, that is area equal to the y with respect to x. Okay, and the limits of integration, that is from x equal to 0 to x equal to 3, from x equal to 0 to x equal to 3. And what is the y function? Y equal to x square. Okay, and therefore the area A equal to, that is x square with respect to x, limits of integration 0 to 3. Okay, and its integration, that is by using x raised to n formula, that is x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1, that is x raised to n plus 1 means 3 upon 3, and limits of integration 0 to 3. And therefore area equal to put x equal to 3, that is 3 raised to 3 upon 3 minus 0. Okay, and that is equal to 9. 9 minus 0 is 9, and area is given by, that is square units. This is the required area. In this way, by using very simple methods, we have to find out the area. Now let us consider the another example. The another example is that find area of the region. Find area of the region bounded by the curve, that is y equal to 4x, x-axis and the lines x equal to 1 and x equal to 4. Okay, so here also the required curve is y square equal to 4x, means this is the type of parabola along positive x-axis, that is y square equal to 4ax, that's that type of parabola. So in this way we can draw the curve. Okay, and of which curve or area under the curve, that first find out that area. Okay, so the curve is y square equal to 4x. This is the curve. The x-axis and the lines. Which are the lines? The lines are x equal to 1 and x equal to 4. Suppose this is the line x equal to 1 and x equal to 4. Okay students, so here x-axis means this line also. X-axis means this line also there. We have to find out area under the curve. If this x-axis in given condition, if x-axis is not there, then we consider the whole region, that is upper part and lower part also. But as we have given that area under the curve y square equal to 4x, the x-axis means this line is also there, and that's why the area is only this much area, that is this much area is there. In this way, first we have to find out how much area, that we have to find out in this way. Okay, and now as y is function of x, the required area is given by required area A equal to given by, that is y with respect to x and limits of integration from x equal to 1 to x equal to 4. So what is the y function? Y square equal to 4x. Our function is that is y square equal to 4x. So find out y, taking square root on both sides, we will get y equal to 2 root x. Taking square root on both sides, we will get y equal to square root of 2x. Put this value here. Therefore, area equal to 2 square root of x with respect to x, limits of integration 1 to 4. Okay, root x means x raised to 1 by 2 and its limit, that is limits of integration 1 to 4, 2 as a constant, that is x raised to half with respect to x. Okay, and this is equal to 2 into 1 to 4. The integration will be x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1, that is 1 by 2 plus 1 is 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2, limits of integration 1 to 4. Now put the value, we will get here, that is area equal to 2 into 2 upon 3 by 2 means 4 by 3, limits of integration, put the value of x is 4 raised to 3 by 2 minus 1 raised to 3 by 2. Okay, and this is equal to 4 by 3. 4 means, that is 2 square and raised to 3 by 2 minus 1. These 2 get cancelled. 2 raised to 3 is 8. And this is equal to 4 by 3 into 2 raised to 3 is 8 minus 1. And hence area of that is required area is 4 by 3 into 7, and that is 28 by 3 square units. In this way we have to find out the area. Okay. Now let us consider another example. Another example is that find the area bounded by the line y equal to x, the x-axis, and the line x equal to minus 1 and x equal to 4. So students, first the area bounded by the line y equal to x. Suppose first draw the graph. The line is, this is x-axis, y-axis, y equal to x means line is passing through origin. Okay. And the bounded lines are x equal to minus 1, x equal to minus 1 and x equal to 4. These are the lines x equal to minus 1 and x equal to 4. Means suppose this is the line x equal to minus 1 means this line. See here, the line is this, x equal to minus 1 and x equal to 4, and therefore this is the area that we have to find out, the shaded part of area that we have to find out. Okay, this much area. So to find out the area, we will divide the area into two parts. This is the first part, that is this much area A1, and this is the second part of area, that is A2. Okay, and total area A equal to A1 plus A2. We find out area A1, find out area A2, and then we add and get the total area A. Okay, so in first area, that is in area A1, the limits of integration are x equal to minus 1 to x equal to 0. So x equal to minus 1 to x equal to 0. And y with respect to x. What is the y? Y equal to x. And therefore integration x with respect to x, limits of integration minus 1 to 0. Therefore A1 equal to the integration of x with respect to x by using x raised to n formula, that is x square upon 2 minus 1 to 0. Okay, and this is 1 by 2 outside the bracket. The value of x is 0 upper limit minus lower limit minus 1 square, and hence area A1 equal to 1 by 2, area A1 equal to 1 by 2 into 1 into 1. And hence area A1 equal to minus 1 by 2 square units. But area is always positive, that's why don't consider the negative sign. Hence A1 equal to 1 by 2 square units. 1 by 2 square units. Now let us find out A2. Let us find out A2. To find out A2, that is A2 equal to, the curve is same. So this is not curve, students, this is the line y equal to x. So that is the same x with respect to x. But limit of integration for the second part of area, that is for A2, from here, that is x equal to 0 to x equal to 4. And this is x equal to 0 to x equal to 4. That is 0 to 4. And this is equal to x square upon 2 limits of integration 0 to 4. Hence A2 equal to 1 by 2 x square means that is 4 square is 16 minus 0 and this is equal to 8. A2 equal to 8. Hence A2 equal to 8 square units. And total area A equal to A1 plus A2. A1 is 1 by 2 plus A2 is 8. 1 by 2 plus 8 is 17 by 2 and 17 by 2 that is 8.5 square units. This is the required area. In this way we have to find it. Okay, this is the required area. Now consider the another example. The example is that find the area enclosed between the x-axis and the curve y equal to sin x for the values of x between 0 to 2 pi. This is the problem. Okay, first draw the curve. The curve is this, that is the curve is sine curve. This is x-axis, y-axis. Okay, the origin is there and the curve sin x lies between 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so on x-axis 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. Suppose on x-axis. And this is the sine curve. You know the sine curve is like this. Okay students. Now let us find out this area. Okay. Let us find out this area. Okay. And now after finding both area, we will get the total area. So area enclosed between the curve and the x-axis that consists of the equal area lying alternatively above the x-axis. This is above the x-axis and this is the same part below the x-axis. Okay. And that is, suppose here this is positive and this is negative. Along the, this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. Now first find out the area A1. We consider this is area A1 and this is area A2. So area A1 is area above the x-axis. This is area above x-axis. Okay. And for this area A1, x lies between 0 to pi. Therefore, the limits of integration because x changes from 0 to pi. So 0 to pi. Y with respect to x, because the function is y equal to sin x, means y is function of x. And this is, put the value of y. What is the value of y? The value of y is sin x. That is sin x with respect to x. Limits of integration 0 to pi. We know that the integration of sin x is minus cos x. Limits of integration 0 to pi. So this negative sign outside the bracket, put the upper limit, lower limit. Upper limit is pi, lower limit is 0. That is cos pi minus cos 0. And this is equal to cos pi is minus 1. Cos 0 is 1. So minus 1, and hence area A1 means area above the x-axis. Area of the curve above the x-axis A1, and this A1 equal to this minus plus, that is 2 units, that is 2 square units, because it's area. Okay, now let us find out area of another curve, that is the curve lying below the x-axis. Below the x-axis, that means A2. That means A2, area below y-axis, below y-axis, and that is given by A2 equal to y with respect to x, because y is function of x, y equal to sin x is given, and for the area below x-axis, area below the x-axis, the limits of integration from pi to 2 pi, because here x varies from x equal to pi to x equal to 2 pi. Okay, so here limits of integration, that is pi to 2 pi. What is the function y? The function y is y equal to sin x. This is sin x with respect to x, limits of integration pi to 2 pi. And we know that the integration of sin of x is minus cos of x, limits of integration pi to 2 pi. Now take negative sign outside, and that is cos of 2 pi minus cos of pi. You know that the cos of 2 pi means cos 360 and its value is 1. Cos of 2 pi is 1 minus cos of pi is minus 1. Okay, and 1 minus minus, that is plus, that is 1 plus 2, and this is 2. Negative sign outside. Hence area A2 equal to minus 2 square units. But area is always positive. That's why even though it is negative, consider it as the positive. That is 2 square units. 2 square units. Or sometimes we denote the area in mod sign also, because area is always positive. Hence area A equal to A1 plus A2, and this is 2 plus 2, that is 4 square units. 4 square units. In this way we have found out the area of the curve, that is 4 square units. Okay, in this way. Now the next problem is that find the area of the region. Find area of the region lying between the parabolas y square equal to 4ax and x square equal to 4ay. Okay, so first let us find out the required area. For that, draw the curve. So the first parabola is y square equal to 4ax. This is the normal parabola. Okay, that means the parabola along the x-axis. This is the parabola. Y square equal to 4ax. And x square equal to 4ay. This is the parabola along the y-axis. That is x square equal to 4ay. Okay. And students, if here we have to find out the area between the curve. So this is the curve and this is the another curve. So if you see, there is the upper curve and there is the lower curve. If you see, this is the upper curve. This is the upper curve. And this is the lower curve. This is upper and this is the lower curve. In this case, how we can find out the area? We can find out the area that is area under the curve, that is upper curve minus lower curve. Okay, so let us find out the area. And now this is the required area which is shaded by me. Okay students, x-axis, y-axis. Okay, now we have two equations, that is y square equal to 4ax, y square equal to 4ax. This is first equation. X square equal to 4ay, this is another equation. Okay, so put x square, y square equal to 4ax, x square equal to 4ay. So put the value of 2 in equation 1. So put the value of 2 in equation 1. We get that is y square equal to, we get y square equal to now from this equation 2 put value of y in equation 1. So from equation 2 value of y is x square upon 4a. So put this value in equation 1. Equation 1 becomes, that is y square. Y square means that is x square upon 4a whole square. Y square equal to 4ax. So we put here the value of y, and now this is x raised to 4 upon this 4a we will shift to that side, and that will become, that is 4a x raised to 4, that is equal to upon 4 square into a square. Okay, and this is 4ax. Now shift the values, we will get x raised to 4 equal to 4 square a square into 4ax. So x get cancelled, and here x raised to 3 equal to 4 raised to 3 into a raised to 3. This implies x equal to 4a. This implies x equal to 4a. So at x equal to 4a, what is the value of y? The value of y, that is y equal to x square upon 4a. Put here, we will get, that is 4 square a square upon 4a, y also 4a. At x equal to 4a, y equal to 4a. And at x equal to 0, y equal to 0. So these are the points to find out the limits of integration. Means at origin 0, 0, and this is x equal to 4a and y equal to 4a. In this way, we have found out the points on the curve. Now let us find out, that is area of the curve, that is upper curve minus area of the lower curve. In this way, the total area. So area A, required area A equal to area of the parabola, area of the curve, which is upper curve. This is the upper curve. Okay, that is y square equal to 4ax. Y square equal to 4ax minus area of the lower curve. Lower curve is x square equal to 4ay. Okay students, so here you can take y is function of x or x is function of y, anyway. So let us find out area of the curve, area of the parabola, y square equal to 4ax. Y square equal to 4ax. So here that is given by integration y with respect to x, limits of integration, that is 0 to 4a. This is 0 to 4a. 4a. So what is the curve? That is y square equal to 4ax. Y square equal to 4ax. This implies y equal to 2 root ax. 2 root ax. Okay. And therefore this area equal to 0 to 4a. 2 outside the integration, root a as a constant, root x with respect to x. And this is equal to 2 root a. Integration of root x is x raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2. Limits of integration 0 to 4a. And this is 2 root a. X raised to 3 by 2 means that is 4a raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 minus 0. Okay. And area equal to, that is 4 root a upon 3, multiply here, and this is 2 raised to 3 by 2, 2 raised to 3 by 4 raised to 3 by 2 means 2 raised to 3. 2 raised to 3 is 8, a raised to 3 by 2. A raised to 3 by 2 into a raised to half. This is a raised to 4 by 2 and this is a square. This is a square. A square 8 into 4, that is 32 by 3 square units. Square units. This is area of upper curve. Upper curve means this parabola y square equal to 4ax and this is equal to 32a square upon 3 square units. Square units. Okay. Suppose this is 1. Now area of the lower curve. Area of the lower curve. Lower curve, and that is equal to, this is the lower curve, that is x square equal to 4ay. This is area of the parabola x square equal to 4ay. Okay, and we can find out this area as here also limits of integration for this curve, lower curve also 0 to 4a. 0 to 4a. Student, here while taking integration, you can take the limits of integration according to x or according to y anyway, because x, y, the coordinates are same, and you can integrate with respect to y or with respect to x also. So the curve is x square upon 4a. So here the value of y equal to x square upon 4a. I am going to integrate with respect to x. Okay. And now this is y with respect to x. And limits of integration 0 to 4a. X square upon 4a with respect to x. With respect to x. Okay. And this is equal to 0 to 4a, 1 upon 4a, x square with respect to x, that is 1 upon 4a, x raised to 3 upon 3, limits of integration 0 to 4a. This is equal to 1 upon 4a into this 3, that is 12a. And now x raised to 3, put the value of x is 4a. 4 raised to 3 is, that is 64 a cube minus 0. Okay. And this is 64 a cube upon 12a get cancel here, and that is 64 upon 12, and that is equal to 16 upon 3, that is 4 3s are 12 and 4 16s are 64 a square units. So required area equal to area upper curve minus this is the area of the lower curve, and area of the upper curve is 32 a square minus 3 minus area of the lower curve is 16 upon 3 a square, and required area is 16 a square upon 3 square units. In this way we have to find out area under the curve, and in this way we have found out the area. Okay, so remaining problems we will continue the next video. Okay.